Hello friends, I am Harpal Singh from MindMind Global, and today we are going to discuss about the Duolingo English test. Well, all of us are stuck in this lockdown condition and all the test centers are closed. So the students are not able to process their study visa applications or their applications for admission in the various colleges and universities. In such a situation, the test of Duolingo has come as a boon for all these students. You can take this test right from the comfort of your home or your study room. You really don't need to go to any of the test centers. You really don't need to step out of your home for this particular test. This test, like any other test of English, assesses your ability on listening, reading, writing and speaking. However, it has a very different pattern from the other tests. Now let us understand what all we need to take this test right from our homes, what all tools are required and what precautions we need to take while taking this Duolingo English test. Let us discuss about the Duolingo English test. This is a test which assesses your proficiency of English language in terms of listening, reading, writing and speaking. Now this is a new test which uses really innovative type of questions to check your proficiency, and a lot of institutions and students are adapting to this test. The best part of this test is that it is available online, and also you don't need to go anywhere to appear for this test. You can book it as per your own availability and as per your own available slots. Let us now discuss the features of the Duolingo English test. As I mentioned, this test assesses your language skills like listening, reading, writing and speaking. However, there are no separate sections for these. The questions are formed in a way that these skills are tested in a combined manner. Another important point about the Duolingo English test is that it's an adaptive test, which means that if you give correct answers, it may give you a difficult question, and if you give wrong answers, it may give you easier questions. So that is the adaptive nature of this test, and due to this particular feature of the test, you may be able to complete this test in less than the stipulated time, which is actually 60 minutes. This is gaining a lot of popularity, and thousands of institutions worldwide, be it USA, Canada, UK or Australia, the institutions are welcoming this test and they are accepting the score of this test, which are released quite fast within 48 hours. Now this is an important point, the cost, which is just $49. So it makes it really attractive for the students to take this test. It is much less compared to other tests of English, which have the cost in the range of say 13 to 14,000 INR. Now before you decide to take this test, you must understand what are the requirements of this test. It is obvious that you need a private room with good lighting so that there is nobody to distract you, there is nobody to disturb you while you are taking this test, and also this maintains the sanctity of the test. The test can be taken on a computer or a laptop, and you should have a good microphone and speakers. Mind you, you are not allowed to use headphones or earphones for this particular test. So this is an important point. You are not allowed to use headphones or earphones, as the rules of the test state that your ears should be visible and not covered throughout the test. It's not that it has to be done only in the beginning or in the end. It has to be throughout the duration of the test. And not only the ears, the entire face should be visible throughout the test. So the system gives you the questions and you need to attempt that, and then you have to submit the answers. Once you click next or submit, you cannot go back. The answer is submitted at that moment only. So there is no scope of revision of your answers. And these questions can come really quickly, so be prepared for that. So we recommend you to take a mock test on the Duolingo test website. That will give you a good idea about the look and feel of the test. So when you start this test, you need to give your introduction and then they start the onboarding wherein you need to fill in certain details and you need to show and upload your government ID, which is a requirement of the test, and then they take you through the rules of the test. So they will explain the rules of the test so that you are aware about the do's and don'ts of the Duolingo English test. Now last but not the least, students are quite interested to know the pattern of the test. What are the type of questions which are asked in the Duolingo English test? So let us go through these questions one by one. First is the listen and select the real English words. So here you will be given a set of words wherein you need to play each and every word and understand if it is a correct English word, then you mark it as a correct word. If it is not, you just ignore it and submit your answers. Second is the read and select the real English words. Here the activity is same, the only difference is that the words are written over there. You need to select the correct words and submit your answers. You need to obviously ignore the ones which are incorrect or not the English words. Third type of question is complete missing letters from a text. You will be given a short paragraph wherein there are certain words and from those words some alphabets are missing. You need to fill up the correct alphabets and form that meaningful sentence and words. Fourth is describe an image in writing. So you will be given an image and you need to describe that, you need to write about that. So fifth is speak an English word for the image. You would be given an image as simple as of a cat or a dog or an animal. So you need to speak about that particular image in one word. Read and record. So this is more like read aloud. You need to read whatever is written on the screen. There's a sentence which you need to read aloud and you need to record that. Seventh is a statement that you hear. More or less it's a kind of dictation. You need to hear a statement and you need to type it the way it is in a correct manner. Eighth type of question is verbally answering a set of speaking questions. So you will be given 3 to 4 questions. You need to answer. This is a speaking test. You need to give an answer in a correct, fluent manner and submit the same. Ninth is a short writing task. You will be given a question for which you need to give an answer with at least 50 words and you can take say about 3 to 5 minutes for the same. Now the last 2 questions are speaking and writing, which are not graded. That means the score of these 2 type of questions will not be assessed, will not be taken into account while giving you the score for the Duolingo English test. However, the answers of these tests will be submitted to the universities or the colleges that you are applying to, so that they can also have a look at and they can also assess and judge your proficiency level, how you are managing these questions and how you are answering to these type of questions.
So I am sure by now you would have understood all the requirements of the Duolingo English test and you are much aware to take a decision about it. If you really want to get good marks in Duolingo test, you need to brush up your grammar and vocabulary skills, to say the least. I would suggest if the students can regularly read newspapers and watch certain programs in English or podcast or certain channels like the TED Talk to enhance their proficiency of this language. I am sure this video had a lot of information for you, so don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends who are preparing for the Duolingo exam, and subscribe our channel for more updates on Duolingo English test, IELTS, PTE, TOEFL or SAT. Thank you.